There is no place on earth too forbidding. There is no adventure too dangerous to dare. There is no dream of wealth and glory too impossible for the man who would be king. Connery and Caine. Rogue and renegade. Reckless and fearless soldiers of fortune on the richest adventure of their life. Across 1,000 miles of danger, come with Sean Connery and Michael Caine as they try to capture a whole country, a scheme for rascals to become royalty in the long-lost land of Alexander the Great. Rudyard Kipling's The Man Who Would Be King. They share the treasure. They share the danger. They share the adventure. Sean Connery, Michael Caine, and Christopher Plummer in John Huston's The Man Who Would Be King.
There is a creature alive today who has survived millions of years of evolution without change, without passion, and without logic. It lives to kill. A mindless eating machine. It will attack and devour anything. It is as if God created the devil and gave him jaws. This is Universal's extraordinary motion picture version of Peter Benchley's best-selling novel, Jaws.
I just found out that a girl got killed here last week, and you knew it. You knew there was a shark out there. You knew it was dangerous, but you let people go swimming anyway.
You yell barracuda. Everybody says, huh? What? You yell shark. We've got a panic on our hands on the 4th of July.
Is it true that most people get attacked by sharks in 3 feet of water, about 10 feet from the beach?
Yeah. What we are dealing with here is a perfect engine, an eating machine.
We're not only going to have to close the beach, we're going to have to hire somebody to kill the shark.
Bad fish, but I'll catch him and kill him.
Did you hear your father? Out of the water now!
This shark, swallow you whole.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
That's a 20-footer.
25. 3 tons on them.
Hurry up, he's coming straight for us. Don't screw it up now.
Don't wait for me. Now! Shoot!
None of man's fantasies of evil can compare with the reality of Jaws. Roy Scheider, Robert Shaw, Richard Dreyfuss, Jaws. See it. before you go swimming.
To begin with, trust no one.
Don't.
And believe half
Outside.
of what you see. Because nothing is as it appears. And nobody is who they seem to be.
You need what?
Now, from the master of action, suspense, and surprises, Charles Bronson in Alistair McLean's Breakheart Pass. All that lies between Fort Humboldt and the nearest town is 400 miles of frozen desolation, connected by a thin lifeline of steel. And all that lies between the men of Fort Humboldt and death are the people on this train. But are the people on this train on a mission of mercy or murder?
Nobody heard anything, nobody saw anything. Nobody knows anything.
The deacon is right. Dr. Molyneux was murdered.
Looks like somebody knocked him out, stuck a thin surgical probe up under his ribs.
I can't find the Reverend. Telegraph line to Myrtle no longer works.
Someone is trying to stop this train.
Oh, my God.
Hey, we're going backwards.
We're gonna all be on this train for a while. We just might find out what happened before we have to get off.
There's a conspiracy on board this train that goes beyond murder. But who is part of it? And who is expendable? The answer waits at Alistair McLean's Breakheart Pass. Trust no one, and believe half of what you see. Because nothing is as it appears, and nobody is who they seem to be.
He told us what he's not, but not what he is.
Unit 1 to Unit 2.
What?
We're home.
Base 1 to Unit 1. Base 1 to Unit 1.
Hold it, you mother! Hold it! Police!
There's been a break-in at Democratic headquarters, and they were bugging the place. Woodward, Bernstein, you're both on the story. Now, don't f*** it up.
Redford.
I'm Bob Woodward of the Washington Post. Mr. Markham, are you here in connection with the Watergate burglary?
I'm not here.
Hoffman.
Hi, this is Carl Bernstein of the Washington Post, and I was just wondering if you can remember...
All the President's Men. The story of the two young reporters who cracked the Watergate conspiracy.
White House.
Howard Hunt, please.
He might be in Mr. Colson's office.
Who's Charles Colson? Did you know, Howard Hunt?
Well, the White House said he was doing some investigative work.
What do you say?
They stumbled into leads.
Certainly it comes as no surprise to you that Howard was with the CIA.
No surprise at all.
They tripped over clues.
We'd like to see all the material requested by the White House.
All White House transactions are confidential.
This whole thing is a cover-up. It's right on our nose.
And piece by piece, they solve the greatest detective story in American history.
There is no way the White House can control the investigation.
I don't want to say any more, okay?
Have you been threatened if you tell the truth?
Is there a cover-up?
Don't you understand what you're on to?
Mitchell knew?
Of course, Mitchell knew.
Woodward! Bernstein! Get in here!
At times, it looked as if it might cost them their jobs.
You guys are about to write a story that says the former Attorney General, the highest-ranking law enforcement officer in this country, is a crook.
Their reputations.
Why is the Post trying to do it? I don't know.
Perhaps even their lives.
The Sanyo Music Center at Cheeseman's. Music and entertainment at your fingertips. A 3-way band stereo radio, a stereo cassette player and recorder, a superb stereo record deck and 2 matching speakers. New low budget price £116 at Cheeseman's now.
There's a reason for the sunshine sky. There's a reason why I'm feeling so high. Must be the season when their love light shines all around us. And let your love fly like a bird on the wing. And let your love find you to all living things. And let your love shine. And you'll know what I mean. That's the reason.
The word is Levi's.
Coming out to play then? Can't, I haven't done my tea yet. Are you coming to my party tomorrow then? Can't, I'm playing football. But we're having your favourites then. Beef burgers. Oh, I'm going off beef burgers.
Ben, your beef burgers are getting cold.
Well, except for the ones my mum buys.
Bird's Eye beef burgers, made with at least 80% beef.
Yes?
I want an electric cooker.
Quite right. They're cleaner and very attractive. This one has all the automatic timing devices. You know you have beautiful eyes.
I think you ought to know I'm married. Does it have a self-cleaning oven?
Of course. These hands were never meant to scrub out ovens.
And I want those new dual-circuit rings.
How very wise you are. They save energy and money. I think I love you.
Just as well. What time will you be home for dinner?
6?
Blue Stratos. An aftershave. With a fragrance that seems to capture the freshness and freedom of the windswept sky. Blue Stratos for men.
Everyone's a fruit and a nutcase. It really is a must for modest dancers. The nuts are so nutritious, the fruit is so fruititious, and connoisseurs of chocolate pronounce it quite delicious. Everyone's a fruit and a nutcase. It contains a special F&N ingredient. For healthy recreation, what a combination. Cadbury's, fruit and nut. Good tune, isn't it?
Tell you what, darling, this could be your lucky day.
Oh, yeah?
If you could answer a simple question, you could be taking me out tonight.
Terrific.
Here we go, then. What's refreshing, fizzy, comes in a can, begins with P, ends with I, and you're drinking it.
An elephant.
That'll do. Where are you taking me?
Lip smacking, little squinching, haze tasting, motivating, good, buzzing, cool, talking high, walking fast, living ever, giving cool, fizzing, Pepsi.
Friends, if you're feeling peckish and you'd like a bite, tell them, girls.
Have a Lion's hot dog, a Lion's hot dog.
Take a good fresh bun and a sausage, right?
A delicious hot dog, a Lion's hot dog.
It's hot, delicious, and it's waiting for you, a super Lion's hot dog.
Super!
Get your friend one, too. And, I said, and there's something else that's fun to eat. I repeat, tell them, girls.
It's a Lion's burger, a Lion's meat burger.
It's a tasty burger with real good meat.
It's a sizzly burger, a Lion's meat burger.
Great with mustard or tomato sauce.
Ooh, those hot dogs, ooh, those burgers.
They're great, and how, folks? Lion's hot dogs and Lion's meat burgers. Go get them in the foyer now.
An hour from now, you'll wish you'd had one.
Never has such a refreshing experience been offered at this or any other cinema. Kia-ora, on sale at this moment in time.
Contact!
These beautiful machines of death stirred the hearts of the young as no war machine had ever done before. To boys who had no idea of what war was really like, nothing could compare with the magic of these flimsy-looking aircraft. And nothing could possibly compare with the glamour, the skill, the courage, and more than courage, the nerve and daring of the men who flew them.
Much experience of SE5s? Well, about 4 hours.
Yeah, you'll be all right then.
2 weeks. That's how long you're lasting now. 14 days.
Look, send him somewhere else, can't you?
That's damned unkind. He thinks an awful lot of you.
Oh, yes. I'm his bloody hero.
They felt a great pride in being part of a revolutionary new form of warfare. A pride in themselves and in their machines, which would earn them glory, fame, and for most of them, an early death.
God, let me go home! Gresham, please. Let me go.
If you go out of here, I'll have you court-martialed and shot for desertion. Do you understand that, Crawford?
Well, we must have a photograph.
Good news of brigade. Difficult job, sir.
During a barrage, very tricky.
We lose a plane. What's that? 2 men. If we go charging in there with all that concrete still intact, we could lose a couple of thousand men, possibly an entire brigade.
Now clean up and join us in the mess.
I can't. I can't sit. How can I when Sinclair's dead?
You really do believe you're the only one who cares, don't you? Well, I resent that.
Nearly a whole generation was wiped out. But what they achieved for their country and the progress of aviation would only be fully repaid by the spirit of the Royal Air Force pilots 26 years later.
Take the cylinders out of my kidneys. The connecting rod out of my brain. Out of his brain. From the small of my back. Take the crankshaft. And the